All right, well, there seems to be a new thing going on. It's It Got Away story time challenge thing or whatever, and I've not done this yet. It's been months, and some of you already know, but my name is HG. Letter H, letter G. I know. I don't say it because people don't understand me. I guess because of my slight hillbilly dialect. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. What we're gonna do is, I guess this is a tribute, an homage, a whatever to Brant. I know he feels the pain with the name because I'm sure people call you Brent. I know it's Brant at BNC Performance, or Jaws as some of us know him by, as his YouTube channel, and I will put the link below. So we'll start this off with lava lamp. Ignore all this other junk. Top fuel rod. So I do not have a It Got Away story. I miss everything I've ever sold, so, but I do have a I parted it out story. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a series of pictures of this truck, and I'll have to do a voiceover, but to just give you a kind of heads up, when I was 17, back up, when I was 7 years old, maybe 6, my pawpaw, some people call them their grandfather, but me, pawpaw, traded off his, I'm not sure what year that truck was. It was pre-73, long bed, from Virginia, like most of this other junk I have, and it was shot, fully, totally shot. He was a general contractor, carpenter, so it had toolboxes on the bed rails. The weight of the toolboxes and Virginia salt, it wrecked it. So she was shot, and it was a work truck. I probably never washed it the whole time he had it. So in like 86, 87, he bought a 1982 K10 long bed truck. It was originally purchased new by a coal company in Richland, Virginia. So he bought it in 86-ish, whatever, and I was so mad at him I wouldn't even talk to him because I liked the other truck. It was 3 on a tree, big steering wheel, and I would meet him at the end of the driveway every day that I was there, and I would drive that truck not very far, maybe 75 yards up their long driveway and wheel it into the parking spot. Thought I was doing something. Actually, I was the only grandchild that ever got to do that. So, I mean, there would be 3 or 4 of us standing there, and I would be the one that got the truck. So, when he traded for, or bought the 82 K10, I was mad, you know, hated that truck. But fast forward to 1996, 1997, unfortunately my pawpaw passed away, and the 82 truck was about as rough as the pre-73 truck at this point. Same deal, toolboxes, weight, salt, Virginia roads. So I ended up with the truck, and I proceeded to do nothing but wheel that thing. You know, it was a half-ton automatic 305, so, you know, of course it had like 7 horsepower. But I proceeded to wheel that thing every day after school. You know, not the brightest thing because that was my only ride at the time. And ended up breaking the first 10 bolt ever blew up, actually. Blew the 10 bolt up in the high school parking lot. Last day of school, I was going to leave my mark, and I neutral bombed that thing from valve float, and it exploded. So nothing spectacular there. Everybody's laughing, haha, you have to tow it home. Nope, I pulled her back in 4-wheel high, and I drove it on home, popping and banging the whole way. So as it sat, I slowly started acquiring parts. And up to this point, I was always a 4-drive fan as a kid. I had a Blazer and a GMC Jimmy and whatever. The Blazer was on 39.5s. It was a piece of crap though. But I ended up putting the turd. Actually, I call this truck the turd, so because it's brown. Ended up putting a turd on 3/4 ton axles, and at some point I bought a big body El Camino, 76 El Camino, and ended up using the motor out of the El Camino into the turd. So I was about 19 or 20 when I first got the first, we'll call it a build together. Blew up 2 or 3 700 R4s, and it sat again. Sat for a couple years. Actually, and then I had actually paid somebody to do a SM465 and 205 transfer case swap. And it sat at this guy's shop. It was done. I just didn't have anywhere to put it. It sat there for several years. And I guess it would have been 2010, or I'm sorry, yeah, 2010. I sold my Camaro, had a 68 Camaro. I'll drop a picture of that in there because my wife thought this video should be about that car. I sold my Camaro to buy her engagement ring, the down payment on this house, and I allotted myself like $2,000 to spend on the turd. So, as you'll see through the videos, where that build started, and unfortunately where that build ended. And now I still have the turd. It is sitting about 60 yards in front of me in the field. I want a 55 Chevrolet so bad I cannot stand it. Like, I would dump this dually, and unfortunately I would probably dump this Impala. Sorry Dad, but you know how I feel about the 55 Chevrolets, to build a 55. But deep down I know that the turd should be built again, the third and final time. But I'll stop this for now and start just doing a voiceover and talking about the pictures and everything that I've done to everything that I did to that truck. And as we get to the end, I'll explain why I parted it out, which was very dumb, but everything can be replaced. I'll start the video, or I'll start the pictures now, and I hope you enjoy. It's going to be tough to make this because I regret every second of parting that truck out, but I'll let it roll. This is moving it from the garage to my buddy's house. This is a Dana 60 in the back of my hatchback Civic. First set of wheels and tires are 37-inch Hummer wheels and tires. This is wheel parts of having custom wheels made by a local company. They're seriously heavy duty. Well, here it is heading to where I live now after the 1 tons. This is in my shop, just so empty there. Working on it, doing B52 front springs, 63-inch rear springs. This is Camaro gauges in a C10 cluster. Some poser shots here. Should have left it alone right there. That's where I should have stopped. Decided to bob the bed. Actually, I like the bob look better, so I should have stopped there. Then I pulled the front off. After I sold the motor that was in it, this is my shock bar and big Fox shocks. Started the boat sides. If you don't know what boat sides are, then whew, it's some work. I cut like 13 inches off the bottom of the truck. The 2x8 square tubing and the 2x3 tubing. That's my wife, just showing how high the rocker is. I'm actually trying to form that 3/16 plate right here. And you can see how I boxed it all and slicked it all, formed all this, so if I hit anything it wouldn't be a dead stop. That's the passenger side. This is a 203 205 doubler that I bought. I had it flat bellied, so I had to cut all the floor out of it. The first thing I ever bent with my tubing bender was that cross member for that 205 203 deal. Finally got my motor in. There's the air filter that's on the Impala. First time out of the shop, so I was doing little poser shots in the ditch there. The thing really did flex up for a leaf spring rig. This is the first trip out. That's at Uwharrie National Forest. It's on 42s right here. Should have stopped right here, but I didn't. I narrowed the nose, and it was all downhill after that. Got rid of the Quadrajet, put a propane kit on it, which was amazing. I plumbed all my propane and AN, which was overkill, but here I sold the motor, so this is where the death started. I bought my first LS swap. First personalized plate that I never got to use. It's still hanging on the wall. my first LS harness that I never got to use. And here we go. So all this is because I got deep into buying guns, and this is the current picture. So, hey, thanks for watching. I tried to keep this as short as possible. There's some links in the description, especially to Brant's channel, Jaws, or BNC Performance. There's also a link to the actual build thread of that truck from nc4x4.com. It's also on pirate.com, and I actually made the list of like top whatever full-size GM truck builds. I guess because when I'd done that there was very little info on the things that I did, winging it, you know. So, but like we were saying, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, a little sneak peek. This is for you. This is for you, Brant. I got the lava lamp. I got the big block. But I got the other thing that seals the deal on the Lava Lamp Club. That's right, buddy. 4-speed. Finally got it. That's not even on the latest video. That's not till next week. So if you watch this, I guess you get a little sneak peek of what's happening. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.